Hi, I'm Laura Flanders of The Laura Flanders Show. Watch us on the World Channel every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. and at our YouTube channel. The show premieres and then syndicates to public television stations. Check your local listings. Prefer to listen? Find us on a local radio station or subscribe to the free podcast at lauraflanders.org. That's where you'll receive my special commentaries. I call them the F word. Here's this week's. The second impeachment trial of Donald Trump began just as we were learning of the death on February 7th of the bold and brilliant labor leader Karen Lewis. As president of the Chicago Teachers Union, Lewis shook up that city and just about everyone's presumptions about unions and teachers and taking on bullies when she took on Mayor Rahm Emanuel and revived a long dormant tradition of community-wide labor-led organizing, where contract negotiations had typically taken place in private with the mayor cast as the city's brash defenders and striking teachers demonized as selfish. Lewis took what she called a debate over Chicago's soul, its schools, into the streets and made it everyone's business. The problems in Chicago's schools, she said, weren't the fault of bad kids or failing teachers, but a city's bad policies and priorities, and changing those, she taught, wasn't the work of a professional few, but everyone. My problem with the impeachment scenario currently taking place in D.C. is that while Donald Trump played a decisive role in the homicidal invasion of the Capitol, the white macho mob that stormed Washington January 6th is part of something bigger. The bully thugs that came in hunting for Pelosi and the Congress had been hunting other people and groups for years. And the lie that an armed minority can keep a majority down through violence is very old. Indeed, it's been perpetuated, fed, and watered by centuries of American mythology and practice. Not just MAGA thugs, but U.S. policies and laws have sought to segregate, control, and criminalize people along the lines of race and gender. Think redlining, Jim Crow, the denial of reproductive rights, and sterilization abuse. We've all culturally collaborated in the whitewashing of American apartheid and America First wars and militarism. Karen Lewis called out Emanuel's top-down tactics and built relationships between teachers and students and parents and janitors and lunch ladies. She defended and reintroduced the principle of public education as a public good to the greater Chicago community. While power corrupts and our pay-to-play political system doesn't favor angels, it just may be that we need to stop the demonizing of our politicians and stand up for public service and government. At the very least, we need to embrace Lewis's dictum that the only way to beat a bully is to stand up to a bully. The impeachment trial of Donald Trump may well end in acquittal, but impeaching racist, corrosive lies and standing up for democracy needs to happen everywhere. It's all our responsibility, not just the Senate's. You can watch The Laura Flanders Show on public television stations around the country. Find out where at our website, lauraflanders.org, or watch the program there, streaming on YouTube or as a podcast. Find out more by signing up for our mailing list at lauraflanders.org. And thanks.